Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. I wanted to talk about a couple things, like how I am not feeling top of the world today, but not feeling bad either. And I sort of wanted to talk about how, metaphorically, in my view, the human body is like an 8-cylinder engine. To run well, you just need 6 of those cylinders running. 7 of them is good, 8 of them is really nice. You know, that's when you're purring along really well. I'm running on like 6 cylinders today, so I'm working, I'm functioning, everything is fine, but I don't feel top of the world. So there's not going to be a whole lot of video editing stuff today, and so I'm kind of sorry about that, but on the other hand, you know, life is life. I did change this though, so that's good. You know, oh, I actually got my finger on the right one. Yeah, because I got to move my webcam software because I'm using it for volume, and over on that side of me is the monitor where my PlayStation is running because I'm using that to record again, which means I have to copy the video file to a USB drive and then onto my computer so I can edit it. Thumbs up for that. It's supposed to be USB 3.0 on that, which is supposed to be really fast and transfer huge files, but a 2 gigabyte file takes about 3 minutes to copy. My machine is old, and the USB connectors that I use on the top are not 3.0, and I use a hub for that as well. And it still copies off of the USB stick from there to my slow hard drives inside the computer faster than the PS4 copies it to the USB stick. So, not quite sure what's going on there. Also, if you could help me out on this one, I've added cat food and hamster bedding, a lot of it, back onto my Amazon wish list because I hadn't realized it was left. I kind of need help with cat food, and I'm just about out of hamster food, and I'm just about out of money. I've got some things left to buy, and I don't have enough to buy everything that I need. If you could help me out, that would be awesome. I hate asking, but if you could, that would be very cool. You know, never feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. But if you could help, it would be very cool. Thumbs up on that. Now, I do have over on the side over here on my topics list some things to talk about. I had mentioned in a comment to Russian Timing how our genetics is odd, and there is a part of our immune system, our genes, that if your set of gene markers in this place is the same as somebody else's, you feel much less desire for them than somebody whose complex of genes there is different. This is known as the HLC complex, or it's an HLA complex. It is the human leukocyte antigen complex. Past that, I cannot give you the full biology on this. I'm not a scientist. It's pretty heavy-duty papers. I'll try to have some of the links down below if you want to take a look at that. But they have linked smell to some degree to it. But they have found that with that human leukocyte antigen complex, somebody else who has a similar HLAC, you don't really feel desire for them. You know, they can be a friend, but you don't feel a desire for them sexually. You don't feel a desire to procreate. But somebody whose HLAC is different from yours, oh yeah. Yeah, blood starts flowing and things start going up here, and you're starting to plan and your body's getting ready. It's really weird. Weird in that we'd like to think that we're above that sort of thing, being human beings, but the more we learn that no, consciousness and free will are largely illusions, but it's nice to have an illusion, so thumbs up for that. So, yeah, isn't that special? Your human leukocyte antigen is a large decrier? That's the wrong word. Definer of who you desire. Thumbs up for that. Also, while going out walkies, and I went walkies last night in the cold. It was very, very cold. It was a clear night, stars everywhere, so it was heat radiating out into space with no blocks from the clouds. It was cold. It was good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. But one of the things I was thinking about, because I am a recovering alcoholic, because I spent over 25 years of my life trying to kill myself with alcohol, is closer to 30, the more I examine my life. And when I started drinking to avoid pain as a child, I started drinking before I was 10 years old. Thumbs up. But I'd been thinking about my desire for an altered state of consciousness, because I have a huge desire for that. I seek altered states of consciousness all the time. And that's bad. That I don't know if it's I have an addictive personality because I seek altered states of consciousness, or I seek altered states of consciousness because I have an addictive personality. Because I have an addictive personality, and I got to be really, really careful about lots of things. But with that altered state of consciousness desiring, I toward the end, I did not like the feeling of being drunk. Being drunk is a not very fun altered state of consciousness, but it is an altered state of consciousness. So even if I don't enjoy it, I still sought it out. I still fight this. I still fight it. I was walking through the store just yesterday. In fact, was that on my way back from Walkies? I might have stopped off at Safeway, or was that earlier in the day that I had done that? My route was right by Safeway, so sometimes I walk in if I want to grab like a soda, if I have change, or if I just want to warm up because it's so cold. It's chilly inside of stores, but compared to outside, it's quite warm. Thumbs up for that. But it's just, I sometimes have to fight so hard. Even knowing with my fatty, fibrous liver that I could drink if I wanted to for a while. Because after my wife died 6 years back, I drank for 4 months. So I can do it without dying. But these are just great handfuls of straw thrown onto the camel's back, not just an individual piece, handfuls. And my liver is already sitting there and shaking with all the weight on top of it. So I gotta be very careful, and I fight to not do that sort of thing. And it's just, I wanted to point out that as a recovering alcoholic, you always have to fight. As a recovering addict from anything, you always have to fight. Never give up. Don't let it kill you. Thumbs up for that. But it has to do, yes, my altered state of consciousness. Like I said, I'm only running on like 6 of my 8 cylinders this morning. I woke up at 5:30 and started recording a little bit after 7. Hour and a half passed by. Feels like 10 minutes went by. I got stuff done. I got actual stuff done. I changed the cat box. I took out some garbage, including the cat box stuff. I cleaned up some things. I have been doing things, but it feels like I've done nothing. I just got up and an hour and a half has gone by, and I'm stuck. And I was looking over there instead of at you. My apologies. I have my PS4 camera right next to my Logitech camera. So thumbs up for that. Who knows? I may decide to flick between them if I have time anyway. But the altered state of consciousness. I seek that. Back in the 90s, I took acid like it was candy. I dropped acid constantly during the mid-90s, and I love it. That's the bad part of addictive personalities. If I could, I'd still be taking it now. Never, ever, ever, please, ever take street drugs. They are so dangerous. I do not advocate for the use of anybody to take any sort of thing at all. It's so dangerous, especially these days when they put fentanyl in everything, and fentanyl is a killer. Please, if you can't be sure that what you are taking would be perfect, don't ever do it. And as a street drug, you can't be sure. It's so dangerous for that reason, because you could die so easily. I say, please do not use street drugs. You may die. That's bad. Given that out of the way now, though, I took acid like candy back in the 90s. And the reason I'm bringing this all up too is because I'm one of those weird people that I seek an altered state of consciousness. Now, the thing about an altered state of consciousness is there is a loss of control with that altered state of consciousness. And I hate losing control. I need that control. So I fight for control after taking substances that alter your consciousness. And part of the altered state of consciousness, of course, is a loss of control. So whenever I do something that requires, but entails a small loss of control, including things like cannabis for pain control, it is an altered state of consciousness. There is a loss of control. And I hate that with a passion. Not consciously, though I have to check my monitor to see how much time I've been doing this. Not consciously, though there is a conscious part of it. But subconsciously, something inside of me equates loss of control with bad things. Death, pain, loss, hurt. So whenever, even back in the 90s, when I was taking acid like candy, I was fighting for that control. That the actual substance that alters your consciousness takes away from you. And I still do that now with everything that I ever take. And I don't take street stuff as stated because I don't want to die. And that's why I say, please do not yourself. Hopefully this thing isn't going to be demonetized because of all this talk, but we'll see. Thumbs up. Well, real quick, before I, thank people, I've just got something in my eye and it's been hurting. So hopefully I've dug it out with my fingernail. The other day I did receive in the mail a package from Marilee Cashero. She sent me something that was very good and a candle, which is a memoriam. It's a memorial candle. Very, very cool. Thumbs up and thank you. And along with that also some extra virgin olive oil. Very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. Thumbs up and thank you so very, very much. Definitely a thumbs up. Also, just as a weird aside, I wanted to show off this container of THC stuff that I have. This is more of a topper sort of stuff. It's basically keef, though I think it's not. But keef is just like the dried dust, the crystals that's on your plant, and you can collect it and then ingest that, and it's good. I'm not sure. This one might be keef. It might be some kind of something else. I honestly can't remember, but as you can see, it's a container filled with dust. How about that? Just thought I'd talk about that. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am not thanking you. I'm not thanking you. I'm not reading the comment right now. I'm simply thanking you for having left a comment. I started off doing accent-y stuff. Now I just let it go. Oh, that's itchy. But If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, I'm lucky that I can remember my name is not Rutherford P. Farquhar. How about that? And there's something else that I say, but I can't remember what it is, so let me just call it my Chrome, and let's get started. Get this party started. We have Memes Are Dreams. It's very cool. Thank you very, very much. And Alex MJ Broken 64, thumbs up and thank you. Bryce Lilly, greatly appreciated. Living with Perks, thumbs up and thank you. And Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. Stephen Blanchard, thumbs up and thank you very much. Bailey Snyder, and thank you. Greatly appreciated. We have Sebastian Ferris, well, howdy, howdy, hey. And we have Leanne Ash. I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Eden, greatly appreciated. Davina Sinclair, thumbs up and thank you. And we have Colin Reisenauer, greatly appreciated. Cameron McDowell, thumbs up and thank you. One Darius Chris 1, greatly appreciated. Hitler with a period, how about that? Thank you very much. Ali Shabiri, greatly appreciated, good thing. Then we have Gamer Team, thumbs up and thank you. And Little Syrup, greatly appreciated. Lyle Chipperson, thumbs up and thank you. Then we have 2X Loser. Oh, what a sad name, but thank you. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Olivia Minshuga, and thank you all. Did not have 25 comments in the last 24 hours, but I had some, so that's a good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you wanted to help me out but didn't want to send money to one of those, I have a PayPal link down below. If you could check that out, that would be very, very cool. And if you wanted to help me out but not send money, I have an Amazon wish list link that I've added cat food and hamster bedding, and there's hamster food and such like that on there. If you could check out that list, that would be very cool. Do not feel obligated. Yeah, that's right. I don't feel entitled, and if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. That would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, I have this video, as you've seen. I have another video, and then hopefully I'll get something else recorded. Boy, my views are just plunging. So, isn't that awesome? No. But still, what the heck, you know? Anyway, though, I hope you have the best day that you possibly can have. Take care of yourself, do self-care, and have an awesome day. Oh, excuse me. Carbon dioxide escaping from my tummy right in the middle of speaking. How embarrassing. Have an awesome day. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing, my friend. Definitely a thumbs up.